podcast. You can find this over on iTunes or whatever podcasting software you're using. And I am also a writer at the Walking Dead fan site, which you can find at twdfansite.com for all the latest information and some great interviews and stuff like that on The Walking Dead. Right now, what we're doing today is showing off a little preview of Disruptor Beam's Walking Dead March to War mobile game. It's going to be available this year sometime. We don't have an exact date yet, but we do know it will be released sometime this year for iOS and Android devices, so your phone or your tablet or whatever you're using to play mobile games on. Right now, I am playing this on a program called BlueStacks so that you can see this on my computer. And you could also use that if you wanted to play mobile games on your desktop or your laptop. Anyway, so this game is supposed to be released sometime this year in 2017. We don't have an exact date as of yet when they're going to release it. And what you're about to see now is a very, very early build of it. It's either 0.20 or 0.30 is the build of it. So it's like a very early alpha stage. So they have some of the graphics together. They have some of the gameplay together. So let's get into it. Right now what you're seeing here is this is the right after the splash screen for the intro screen of the title of the game. And we're going to get into, let's go through it. Basically the game takes place in the Washington, D.C. area. And then we're going to show you some of the locations and stuff like that you can get into. So we'll keep this as player 5891. You could change that, to choose your name in the game if you want to. So this is the main screen that you get to see right off the bat when you start the game up. We're going to go over a few of the things on the main screen here so you can get up to speed. And then we'll get a little into gameplay. So right here, what I'm circling right now, that's our location of our base. That's where you stay. It's randomly assigned to you. And this is one part of the map. This is the actual world map where you get to see what's going on here. It's a little slow right now. But you'll be able to see, here's another person, another player in the game. Another player up there, right here. They're spread out throughout the game. And you can actually battle people. They can come and attack your base. You can attack theirs. So let's start from the top here right now. Oh, that was interesting that it just popped up. See, these things here like this. This little skull guy here with the 9 on it. This little box with the 1. Those are missions that you can go out on. This one is to kill walkers. And this one is to collect resources. These green, this one here, this green thing here, and this green one here. Those are caches of food. This is food. This is salvage that were left behind. And you can run your raids to those as well and just collect resources. You just have to be careful because you can battle. If another person is attacking this or trying to collect this, they can hurt you. Okay, so let's start from the top now. This right here, where your little picture of this person is, you can change that, is your account management settings. You can go into that. And it's basically, right now it's very sparse. It's just doing a Disruptor Beam account. Right next to that, right here, this is your food icon. I have 50,000 in food, and right next to that, this little widget here is salvage. I have 50,000 in that. Food and salvage. The food and salvage are designed to build buildings, hire, find survivors, train survivors, upgrade, your buildings and your game and your characters in the game. Next to that is lumber, and that's level 10. I have no idea what that does yet. And then you have the gas icon here for level 15. Those don't unlock until you hit those levels. Right here, this little bullet icon with the 0 under it, that is the currency in the game. They can count it in bullets, not cash. You earn those through doing missions for your council members, and we'll get into the council members in a second. Or you could purchase it through Disruptor Beam. They're still working on the currency, I believe, right now. It's like $4.99 for 1,000 bullets or something like that. I forget what the exact thing is, but you can also earn them through doing missions. Right here, these two hammer icons. One, it says idle. The other one has 100 bullets. The idle one this is your builder. So when we go to the other screen, you'll see the buildings and everything on the blueprint. And that's this will change depending on how long it takes to build a building. So if it takes 40 minutes, this idle will change to 40 minutes. The one next to it, this 100 bullets. You can actually buy a second builder to speed things up, and if you want to build more than one building at a time. And it costs you 100 bullets, and you have them for like 2 days, and then you have to spend another 100 bullets to get a second builder again. Down below that, right here, is the shooting range, and that's to train your survivors on. And it says 0 of 0 right now. You can have as many. Well, I think there's like 4 spaces total for this, and you can have as many ranges as you want as you build up your camp. And that trains the survivors. Right below that is the infirmary. That's to heal survivors when they go out on missions, or if your base gets attacked and they get hurt, people get hurt, you can heal them up. All right, down below here, this little icon here is the chat, and this is people from all over the world chatting. I don't know how to change world chat. No, you can't. I'm pretty sure they'll have local chat, or if you join a community or a guild, basically, they'll change that soon. Right here is this little star symbol here with the 1. That is your council member. So we just skipped into the council chamber. I'm going to go back outside for a second. So we're back out. This here is your inventory, and then you have the market here, which this is for, so you can spend bullets to do action speed ups, base speed ups, building speed ups, healing, training. Next to that, this here switches you back and forth from this map here to the blueprint inside, where you build your buildings. Emails, it's not email, it's reports. Battle scavenge, scouting, mission, obituary, and disruptor beam sends messages sometimes. As you do missions and stuff like that, these will there'll be numbers next to it, 1s, 2s, 3s, whatever, how many ever battles or scoutings you go out on. We'll show you that soon too. And then here is the to join a community or form a community. Right here, this is Amira. She is the first council member that you get in the game. She is a new character to The Walking Dead. It's one that Disruptor Beam made up just specifically for this game. So when I clicked on this, it's going to bring us back inside. So we can click on this and go back inside anyway. And then we're going to go to the council chambers. You click on the council chambers. See, nothing in here is built yet, except for your headquarters. And then council chamber, broadcast tower, survivor barracks. We'll get into all these things. And then there's a warehouse over here where you store food, lumber, gas, and your salvage. So let's click on the council chambers, and it says to build. Now, you build the council chambers, it starts out at level 1. It requires a level 1 headquarters, which you automatically start with. Down here, it takes 380 food, 660 salvage to build your council chamber. It takes 2 minutes and 44 seconds, or you can do it instantaneously for 20 bullets. Being that this is an alpha version of the game, it's going to speed it up for free for us for a few times. And that will do, we'll click on Amira here. And it's the first thing, first mission that you have to do for her to start gaining points and stuff like that in the game, and salvage. You'll see that she starts telling her story. And then the mission here with the checkbox says construct the council chambers. You claim, and you get 28 salvage, and it moves it on to her next mission for you, which is to construct the survivors barracks, which is easy enough. You just go over here, click on survivor barracks, hit build. There's your cost right there. 2 minutes to 44 seconds, but again, it's instantaneous. So you hit free. And you claim that from her, and she'll start telling you a little more story. Now, the next objective here is to send Amira and other survivors out and search for food. You got to find a level 1 mission. So now send the raiding party on a mission. Now, if you go into the survivors barracks and you hit manage survivors, you already have one guy that's been hanging out with you the entire time. Let's go back a second. Maximum survivors. I can have 3 survivors now. I have 1 already. Your council members do not count as a survivor. They're your leaders. So, got this guy here, and then he's got his little symbols. It's attack, defense, scavenging, stuff like that. We'll get into it as we go and recruit another member. So, down here are special talents. You can have up to 6 per character, even including your council members. If you click on it, strong arms increases the load of the council member leading the survivor by 5%. So, which means that Amira is going to lead the raid, which we're going to go out and do right now. We're going to find a level 1, which is right here. So we click on that level 1 mission. Now, this is a supply run, level 1 supply run. The rewards are leveling up and experience, suggested party stats, defense, avoidance, and gathering speed. And you will get from that mission 300 in food, 300 in salvage, and this here, which is a cover. Alright, the covers are what you use to recruit or upgrade council members. So we're going to send them out on a mission. Let's hit begin mission. The big circle here is for your leader, your council member, which is only going to be Amira right now. And then you have 5 spots that you can send out survivors with Amira to do this mission. We only have 1 right now, so we'll click on him. You do not have to send out 5. You can send out up to 5. And sometimes when you have your bases getting ready to be attacked, it's good to hold people back to defend the base. So you might not want to send them out, maybe on higher missions. It depends on how many survivors you have total. So we're going to send this raid out, which is pretty close. And you see right here, it's going to take a total of 13 seconds, and the timer's counting down, to get from our base to that salvage, collect it, and go back. And as soon as that does that, you'll see that you have a mission complete, success, and your email icon here lit up, mission report. You can click on that, and it tells you that you went out, you had a success, and you can claim your reward for what was gathered. Now, just because it said that you could get up to, your rewards could be up to 300 food, 300 salvage, and a cover, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to get it all. Right now, we only got the 300 food, which is basically what we went out looking for. So now we can go back into we can click on Amira, claim that from her. It's 165 salvage, and now this is after the 3rd mission is when you run into Rick Grimes for the first time. Rick tells his little backstory that he doesn't trust anybody really, but she's heard of him in Alexandria and what happened there. And then now she gives you your next objective on what to do. Construct a food pallet inside. Now you don't have to follow her directives right away. I mean, you could go and set up a broadcast tower or recruit survivors immediately. We're just going to do this in order of what she wants to do, so that you can get a little feel for the game. Alright, so this is our warehouse. And in here, you have the 6 spots right now. 6 spots. As you level up your warehouse, more of these spots open up. So we're going to click on the first one here. And she wanted us to do which one did she want us to do? Salvage? Food pallet. Okay, so we click on this. Now, in the warehouse, you do food, salvage, lumber, and fuel pallets. Lumber and fuel are blocked off to us right now. So we'll go for the food, which is what she wants. You can build up to 4 to start in a level 1 warehouse. So we'll hit build. It's pretty much 2 seconds to build it. You don't really need to speed the thing up. You can click on that. That's done. Let's click on Amira. Now she's going to ask us to build a salvage pallet. So you go to the one next to it. Click on that. Hit click on salvage. Hit build. It takes 2 seconds. Don't need to speed it up. And we'll click on her. Click on claim. And then continue. Now, use the broadcast tower to search for survivors and recruit a survivor. So now we got to go construct a broadcast tower. Before we do that, I want to go back into the council chambers, and I want to show you the manage council members section here. This is going to come up pretty quickly. You wind up getting your second council member very, very quickly in this game from doing these missions from Amira. So let's click on that, and I just want to show you what's going on here. So you have Amira right here. Now, as of right now, and Disruptor Beam has even said this, when the game launches, you're only going to have, it was supposed to be 10, I believe, 10 other council members, which are characters from the comic books, because this is based off the comics, not the AMC TV show. They've upped it to 11, plus Amira makes 12. So the council members that you can get in the game are Aaron, Andrea, Carl, Dwight, Gabriel, Herschel, Jesus, Michonne, Negan, Rick, and Rosita. Now you'll see underneath each name, it says, like Rosita, collect 40 covers to unlock. Rick, collect 100 covers to unlock. Those covers you get by going out into the game and doing missions. So let's click on Amira since it says new story chapter, and you can see her talent. Increase the accuracy of all survivors led by Amira. And then she has a second one here, but that's not until you level her up again. Now, it's going to take another 70 covers to get her next talent in the game. So let's go out of that. Actually, let's go back into that. You can hit play story, and then starts telling you her back story. Now, the story is for council members is different than the missions you go out on in the actual game. So you'll see her first objective is to upgrade headquarters to level 2, and she'll give you 50 bullets in currency and 6 covers for her. And that you actually do get all of it. There's no, nothing left behind. We're not going to do her story right now. So let's go continue on with what she wanted us to do, which is build a broadcast tower. Easy enough. Click on broadcast tower, hit build. Build takes your resources. Takes some time. We're going to speed it up. And the broadcast tower is done. We're going to claim that from her. She's going to give us 132 food. Now, the next thing is to recruit a survivor. The way you recruit a survivor is you go back into the broadcast tower and you hit recruit survivors. When you do this, you get three ways you can search for survivors. Locally, which gives you level 1 survivors. And that actually will change as you upgrade your facilities. Search regionally, which you need to get to level 10, and that's higher level survivors you'll be looking for. And then searching statewide, which is level 15, you need to get that up to. And then you have, like for this one, 10 searches a day. Every 10 minutes you can go out and look. It takes 160 food, 160 salvage to do that. Let's click locally. Now you usually get 4. And each one of these has a different ability. So like you have sniper, scavenger, sniper. And then they have different talents. This one's brutal invader, quick. Now you can click on them and check out their stats and everything. Accuracy of 98, attack 45, avoidance 27, defense 63, load 400. And then a little background on them here. Down below this, you can either take everything from them, which is if you don't like what's going on there, you can either steal everything that they own, or you can recruit them. Let's go back. And we'll take Karita Pillar here. Accuracy 98, attack 42, avoidance. So this number in green here is basically what she's good at as far as with her special skill, her talent. Increases her avoidance. And then defense and load. So let's recruit her anyway. And then you have here, increases avoidance by 12%. And as you level up your characters, that number will go up. Now we have 2, so as you can see, we'll go to the barracks. We have, if we manage, we have 2 survivors. This one was hurt a little bit. So I'm pretty sure she's going to ask you to build a range or something next. So now she's saying we ran into someone else. This is when you get introduced to Negan. And he's basically saying that you stole his RV. And everything's his. And you can see that they try to keep it true to the character by putting in the curse words. And actually, you'll see it on the next one. It's even a little easier to see. But they black out the actual, letters of the word. So now, the next objective after meeting Negan is not all neighbors are friendly. Select an empty plot next to headquarters and build a range to train your survivors. So, I went a little fast there. So these are the spaces for the ranges and the infirmaries. You start off with 2, and as you build up your headquarters, you get more. So we're going to build a range. Click on range. You can only do 1 right now. Hit build, and then we'll speed it up. Go back to Amira, claim that. Now that's to train survivors on, and next mission obviously is to train a survivor. So we'll click on the range, train. I believe this guy is hurt, so yes, we can't. When a member is hurt, you can't level them up until you heal them. So we'll use our new member. It costs 300 food to train the first time. Click train, we'll speed that up. And now you can see the stats start to go up. Health, power, accuracy, attack, avoidance, and defense goes up. Now, if you remember, the avoidance was 30 when we started with her. It went up 5 points to 32. That's with the bonus that she gets. It's weird. It should have went up to, you would think it would go up to 35, but technically, because of the bonus, it doesn't. So we're going to claim that, and our next mission is to build an infirmary to heal our injured survivors. So we click here, infirmary, build, speed it up. It's built. Click on a mirror, and we'll claim that. So now the next objective, as I said, we're going to do this in order of what she wants right now, because just to give you a little background on how the game goes a little bit. So food's ready to be collected. Let's go get the food from the pallet. So you go over here, and you'll see these little icons. That means there's food ready to collect. It's not very much to start off with. So now she's telling you about the council stories. And it's to complete chapter 1 of her story. So let's go up to the council chambers. Click on that. Manage council members. Her first one is to upgrade the headquarters to level 2, which is easy enough. You click on headquarters, you hit upgrade. And now, the rewards for this are, you increase your maximum number of raiding parties from 1 to 2. So that means you can send out 2 raiding parties of your survivors in different directions if you want to collect salvage, attack a person, or do stuff like that. It also increases the fortification of your base from 1100 to 1200. So we'll hit upgrade, and we'll hit that. Now, one thing I forgot to mention here is this little blue fist icon underneath your character portrait, or whatever the thing is there. This number here, 1640 right now, as you recruit survivors or increase your headquarters or your base, that number goes up. That's your basically defense number of how strong your... so clicking on that brings you to the leaderboard, and that's how you rank in the game. You can see right here, the number 1 person in the game belongs to a community. And the strength of their base and everything is 77,496, so they're pretty powerful. Right now we're at 1,640, and we're ranked 648th in the world. Of all the players that are in the game right now testing it. Alright, that number goes up as you recruit survivors and stuff like that. So now we can go back to the council chambers, click on that. Click on that. You got to go back to Play Story to claim everything. And then she gives you her next mission after you reclaimed it. The next one is upgrade survivor to level 3. She'll give you another 50 bullets, another 6 covers. Okay, but let's go out. We're going to claim that from her. And now Rick comes back. And he's going to let you know that he's sending somebody over. Now, this here, we have to upgrade the survivor barracks. What Rick means is he's sending over Carl to help you out. Now we have to upgrade the council chambers to level 2. And upon doing this, it means your maximum council members you level can go from 1 to 2. So we can upgrade Amira if we want to level 2. She's on level 1 right now. Now, once you do that, Carl comes along. And if you saw the quick little flash on the screen there, I'm pretty sure they need to change that a little bit. It said plus 20 Carl covers. He's actually the second council member. And he's the second council member you obtain, but he's the first of the major characters in the game that you'll obtain. And you can unlock him now from that. And you can use him in the game if you want. So basically they're giving you Carl for free. Which is pretty nice. And you can see his talent there, plus 75%, is single sight. Increase Carl's march speed by 75% on all missions. So march speed here is 3.6 kilometers per hour. And we're going to go out and do another mission and show you exactly how that works. And every one of the survivors, the council members, has a mission, a story that you can do. Let's claim that from Carl. And now he wants to send the raiding party out, which is great. So we're going to go back out to this map. Now, a couple of things I want to show you out here again. You have these two icons here. This one here brings you out to a map of all the locations that are in the game. Okay. So this is the Washington, D.C., Virginia, Maryland, whatever area. And you'll see, like, there's, in this area here, you have the Hilltop right here, Alexandria right here, Sanctuary here, the Kingdom's over here. And then you have, like, real locations like the Pentagon, Lincoln Memorial, the White House, Reagan, Washington Airport, which is what was Reagan International Airport, D.C. Correctional Facility. And these will open up as they progress in the game. This one here, icon, right here next to that, will find a mission for you to do. Something that, let's go for the walkers, actually. Let's see if we can do that one. Some missions will be locked to you, like this one is. And some will be open. I don't quite understand why certain ones are locked and why certain ones are available. But before we do that mission, you see this little green marker here? I believe that means it's 52 meters to that location right there. So that's where your march speed comes into play. It doesn't exactly tell you how far, it just says position. I'm pretty sure this position here is just a marker for them as far as like XY coordinates in the software, the coding of the game, and that might change to distance. And then you have your suggested party stats, defense, avoidance, gathering speed, because it's a gathering mission again. And this time you can get 600 food, 600 salvage, or one cover for a mirror. So click on begin mission. We're going to use Carl this time. And then it gives you gathering speeds, 3,960 resources per hour. Let's add in our level 2 character, and we'll send them out on the raid. Now, depending on how far it is from your base, you'll see the line here. We're actually over there. So there's our base here. You can see our guys running right there, that little red circle. And right now on my computer, I can't zoom in, but you can zoom in a little closer so everything doesn't look so far away. And then you see up here is the time it takes to get back and forth in the game. And then you can see each survivor is a different class and specializes in different stats. It's going to help you during the game. Oh! Our mission was a failure. So somebody might have got hurt pretty badly in that. We're going to have to go back into our town and find out what went on. Let's go to the infirmary, actually. I gotta heal. Oh, she's not back from a mission yet. Well, let's heal this guy anyway. Ah, she's back now. She got pretty badly injured. Lost 80 hit points. We're going to heal her up anyway. And it's going to take 4 minutes. So next thing we need to do is upgrade our broadcast tower. Let's do that. But this is, it's basically a lot of back and forth right now. At the beginning, it's building up your base, recruiting your survivors. Now you got level 1 to 2 survivors. Now we're going to do, let's take this guy. Now he's in assault. You have assault, you have a scavenger, you have snipers. We'll take the assault guy. And we'll recruit him. And it's upgrading your survivors. So now you see our base went up to 2425 from the 1670 we were at before. And, basically going out, you can fight other players. You can go out on missions. You know, certain missions are locked to you right away. These here, like I said, you can go on supply runs. It's abandoned caches of resources. And as the game progresses and people, you know, once it's released and people get into the game, you'll be able to battle them out for resources. So, I mean, it's like I said, it's a very early build of the game right now. And it's, you know, right now it's just basically upgrading, building, recruiting, stuff like that. As we get more information and as I play along, I'm probably pretty sure I'll do another gameplay video that'll show raiding parties and attacking bases and stuff like that. But as of right now, it's very early. It seems a little boring as of right now, but I'm pretty sure once you start battling it out with other players and stuff like that, it'll get a lot better. So, yeah, I think that's going to do it for now. Be sure to check out my podcast, The Walking Dead Audio Comic, and head over to the fan site, The Walking Dead fan site. It's twdfansite.com. You can check us out on Facebook, and we're on Twitter as well. All right? And the podcast is as well. So thanks for checking us out, and we'll have more information on this game as it comes along to us. All right? See you later.